Celestino. Welcome to the Cosmic Download. I'm Anna Francesca Celestino.
And I'm Simone Butler.
Here we are with the June report. One of the things that Simone and I both agreed on this month is that the duality theme that we had going on from last month is continuing into this month. Last month we talked about this duality of energies between chaos and calm. And this month what we're working with, as far as I can see, is happy and sad. So I think throughout the month what you're going to be experiencing, what we're all going to be experiencing, is a movement from feeling a deep connection with the past and maybe feeling some sense of loss and relating that to sadness. And then also we're going to have these waves of happiness. So first I want to talk about the sadness. This really is just stuff coming up from the past that we're wanting to move forward from. So don't get attacked if you start feeling lonely or sad or unhappy. Just be aware that this is all stuff that's trying to clear up and resolve from the past. When those feelings come up, notice them and say, oh, interesting. Okay, here's some more stuff that's clearing out. In my report, I gave the analogy of after a party. You've had the party, it's been really fun, and now you're cleaning up. You don't pick up the dirty paper plate and say, oh, I remember when so-and-so was having the cake and wasn't it? No, you take the paper plate, you throw it in the trash, and you take the trash out. So that's the piece about the sadness. And then the other thing that I want to say about the happiness that's going to be popping up here and there is that I really feel like it's a beacon of hope. When you get that feeling of happiness, just be aware of it. It's sort of like somebody switches a light on for a minute, and you begin to see the possibilities that are available to you. So be aware when you start feeling up, when you're having a good day, focus on what's working or what could be working in that situation, and that's where you really want to put your attention. So I'll stop there, Simone, and let you jump in.
Okay, well, we are in the Gemini time frame, at least through the 19th of June, and Gemini is all about duality. Happy, sad, light, dark, masculine, feminine, all of those things. And so that fits right in with what you were saying. And Gemini is also a sign of communication. It has to do with learning, growing, and being on the move. So we have a new moon coming up that's pretty special on June 5th, and that's because the new moon is conjoined Venus. Venus will be in Gemini at the new moon, and the new moon is on the 5th, but on the 6th is when Venus joins the sun, and this is what's called the Venus star point, according to Ariel Gutman, who wrote a book about that. And without going into all the details of it, basically it's a very auspicious time, particularly for people who have planets in Gemini, especially around 16 degrees. This is highly auspicious. And Venus, of course, is love. It's beauty, it's art, and Anna and I were just talking about how both of us are experiencing amazing breakthroughs and progress in our work through working with coaches. Anna has a new coach that's really been instrumental for her. I have a writing coach who's helped me tremendously. She just helped me put together my Cosmic Mates chapter of my book, which is all about spirituality and sexuality and the sun and the moon as cosmic mates. And so I hope that you all are getting the assistance that you need, whether it be to put your website together properly or write a book or anything you need to present yourself in a new way and to take advantage of this beautiful Venus star point energy, because normally Venus joins the sun once a year. So that's not a big deal, but not usually at the new moon, which is a seed point for the month. So it's pretty auspicious. It would be a really good time to launch something particularly of a Gemini nature. And, of course, though, bear in mind that our friend Mars is still retrograde, and Mars is action and energy, so we're not completely out of the woods with retrogrades. We're still working on things that have already been set into motion, and we're also dealing with the past, recovering parts of the past, parts of our own love nature, people that we've loved, who we've missed. And Anna, you might want to say something more about that, because I thought you had a really good take on it.
Thanks, Simone. I was telling Simone earlier about a dream that I had. My mom passed away almost 7 years ago, and I feel like I'm just dealing with this point where I have to decide to, I'm not letting go of my mom, obviously, but I do have to move forward with my life. And we have these kinds of things happen all the time where we kind of hold on to bits and pieces of things from the past, and we just can't seem to let go of them. And what it does is it inhibits our forward movement. So one of the things that Simone and I talked about for this month is to do some sort of a ceremony or to write things down. What I thought of after my dream with my mom is to do a ceremony of all the things about her that I'm going to carry forward in my life, to be able to maybe transform that energy so that it supports me in my forward movement. So I really think that's the opportunity that we're looking at with this month, and maybe it has something to do with that Venus love thing of really allowing that energy that we've put toward loving something to be able to change and transform into something new.
Right, and I just wanted to add that we do have the summer solstice this month on the 20th of June, and that is the sun moving into Cancer, the sign of birthing something new. So this beautiful Venus star point energy traveling through this month is actually leading to a new birth around the time of that solstice energy. So I'd say it's a pretty auspicious month in many ways, particularly since Mercury is indeed out of retrograde. It leaves its shadow, as we call it, on June 8th, which means it's officially back in full forward motion. And so all Mercury and Gemini things are highly favored for this month.
So I think that's it for me. How about you?
I think that's it too, and we'll be filling you in more on our exciting plans for August in the next Cosmic Download.
Great. Have a good month.